Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Gunther's Kitchen. After our pasta video was very well received, so now today I'm showing you how to make Spätzle. And they are typically Austrian, German, Swiss, Hungarian, Northern Italy, that sort of area. And they're absolutely delicious. So it's like a little balls of pasta. Yeah, so and they're very simple. All you need is flour, water, eggs, salt, pepper, nutmeg. That's all you need. And then you need a little sieve where you push it through, boiling water, and then refresh it in cold water. And you can make it ahead, keep it in the fridge. On the day when you eat them, just a little bit of brown butter, toss them through, chuck some parsley on there, or you make them like the Käse Spätzle we made on one of our videos. So check it out. All right, so let's start. So we have got our flour. Now put in a nice pinch of salt, nutmeg, pepper, only a little bit of pepper. Then we add our eggs, free-range eggs, of course. If you've got nice colored eggs, the Spätzle is going to be a nice color. And water. Now, I put almost all the water in. In the olden days, what we used to do, we used to use a wooden spoon and then you just work the pasta until it developed blisters. Yeah? So you basically work it really hard by hand until the gluten sort of starts blistering. But we've got a machine, so let's use it. The paddle on it, put it down, and we put it on slow. Now the consistency always depends on your flour, of course. That's why I put not all the water in and make sure it's cold water. Sometimes the flour takes more water, sometimes it takes less water. So I just put a little bit less in and then I'm gonna add a little bit more at the end. Yeah, it needs a little bit more water. Can always put more in, but you can't take it out. You don't want to add flour to it because then you mix up the whole recipe and that means you don't have enough eggs and it's all. Just lift some of the water out and put it in at the end. As always, when you've got a dough, use your spatula, clean the sides down. Because sometimes on the sides you've got flour or whatever stuck to it and that will not be mixed in properly at the end. So I do this, I add a tiny bit more water. And that will do. Wet hands, and everything is gonna come off. If you have got wet hands, things come off the paddle easily. And you use your spatula and you clean it down. It's nice consistency. It has to be thick, runny, like this. Yeah? So it actually runs through this and drips through the water. When the water is boiling, it will cook straight away. Now the water is boiling and it's time to put the Spätzle through the sieve or the strainer. So we put that on. Put on a decent amount, but not too much. Otherwise it's too difficult to push through. As you can see, they're going through very nicely. Just get the consistency of your dough right and you'll be fine. Okay? Now the other thing is make sure that that sieve doesn't get too hot because otherwise it will clog up the holes. Okay? So you need to be fairly quick doing this, but if it's clogged up, you can always clean it. Clean it with cold water. Do not clean it with hot water, otherwise the dough will stick to the holes like a glue. In some parts of Germany, they're cutting the Spätzle. They cut it on a wooden board and they just cut it into the water with like a back of a knife or a palette knife. In Austria, we do it this way. And that's it. Perfect. Okay, so now they're coming to the boil. Beautiful. And that's it. So now we can turn it off. and we're going to take them out. I use a strainer because I don't have a spider, but this will do. Just take them out, put them in cold water. Look at those beautiful Spätzle. You see, a little bit of effort. It's very easy to make and you get a beautiful result. Okay, so now let's cook the Spätzle. Just put a little bit of butter, slightly brown, and then parsley, and then we fry our Spätzle through. Okay, so the frying pan is hot. Let's put the butter in. As you can hear, it's sizzling. The butter has to stop foaming, and then it's starting to get slightly brown. We don't want it too brown because we don't want to make the Spätzle too dark. We want it still have this nice clean look to it. But we want the flavor of a little bit more than just butter. We will want the butter to be slightly nutty. Like this. Now we're putting our parsley in. And you can hear it sizzling. And that's all you get the flavor. So now we're putting the Spätzles in. It's best if the Spätzles are not wet. Because if the Spätzles are wet, they might stick to the frying pan. As we made the Spätzle yesterday, they're perfect. Okay, so let's take them out. Look at them, they're all puffed up and they're beautiful. Now, some people like them really crunchy, some people don't like them cooked much at all. I just sort of like it in between, a little bit crunchy, a little bit soft, but look at those. Gorgeous. I hope you liked my little demonstration of Spätzle and you saw how easy it is to make. So please have a go, try them. You find them, as always, at Günther's Kitchen on YouTube. Subscribe, follow us, like, and I see you soon. Bye for now.